Namaste. Welcome to Fitness Project 2025 to end your year on a fitness high. This is about doing small things which have a large impact on your health, fitness, well-being, body composition and fat loss. And these are the November guidelines. I think you're going to love them. Number one, the guideline on food. Start including root vegetables in your weekly diet at least thrice. So you know what these root vegetables are. These are your arbi, konfar, suran, rataru. Invariably, these are foods of the farm and the forest which have unfortunately gotten forgotten in the whole noise of broccoli, rucola, avocado, asparagus, and the likes. So bring these back. Why do you need to bring these back? Number one, for their antioxidant activity. So if you feel that you're feeling a little low this winter and need a little pick me up, the antioxidants will ensure that you're not going through congestion, runny nose, that your skin and hair or scalp specifically is not feeling flaky, and that you're really feeling good, bright, and warm from inside during the winter. So that's one reason. The second reason, there are multiple reasons, but the second good reason is that it works as a prebiotic. So if winter has given you more gas, more bloating, then this is something which will help you fix your hashtag gut health in a sasta, sundar and tikau manner. And the third reason why you need to include these is because these have a proven effect on the health of your hormones. So if you are going through any kind of an imbalance, if you are having perimenopause, menopause, if you are getting hot flushes, if you're trying to get pregnant, if you just want a smooth period, what you need is an infusion of these root vegetables which have a name in your local language and the language of your region into your diet. You could have them for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner or even as an evening snack at 4 to 6 p.m. In the next few weeks, I'll share a few recipes about how you could include these in your diet in a wholesome manner. But even before I can include these recipes, there'll be plenty available with your mom in your household that you can start cooking and eating. So do that. That's the first guideline. The second guideline, tada, on exercise is something that I know you know of. It is something that you've always been wanting to do, but something that you've been forgetting to do. And that's a light, easy stroll sometime in the evening or even post dinner just before you go to bed. Make sure it's a stroll, it's not a brisk walk. A stroll means that you should be able to hum your favorite song as you do it. You should not get out of breath. Now, why should you do it? In India, we call it Shatapavli. The West is now calling it the fart walk. It is something which helps you keep your digestion in a good place. It helps you release excess gas or wind that you could be accumulating because of poor digestion or simply because of lack of activity in the winter. It is something which will help you get good sleep. It will help improve digestion, and it is especially beneficial for people who get high fasting sugars. So the 10-minute walk or the 10-minute stroll, more specifically post dinner or later in the evening, in addition to the 5 squats in the morning and 5 squats in the evening that you have started doing since October. And it's time for the third guideline. This is related to sleep. I know that you may have a hard time doing this, but this is an important one. It's important so that we don't become tools in the hands of AI and gadgets. Stay away from every screen 30 minutes before bedtime and 30 minutes on waking up. This is an important one to do so that your body feels in sync and in rhythm with the sun and the moon and the stars and the evenings and the mornings. It is something which allows you to relax. It is something which allows you to really understand and register what you think about the whole day that you spent, what you would like to do in the morning. It allows you to process things. It allows you to delete unwanted memories from your own head, and it actually lets you feel more like yourself. So if you really want to be the best version of yourself, this is the stuff that you need to do. No gadget 30 minutes before going to bed. No gadgets 30 minutes on waking up. All right, so this is fairly easy stuff. Doesn't require equipment, doesn't require investment, simply requires a little bit of commitment from you and a little bit of awareness that you cannot be negligent about your health just because you're healthy at this point. Don't wait to have any kind of a condition to kind of start doing a few basic things for yourself. But before I let you go, please remember to fill out your forms. Your forms are extremely important for us because then we know how you're doing, how you're progressing, whether we need to tweak any kind of guideline for you. And it also helps me feel like a part of your journey and celebrate the progress that you're making with these small but effective steps. Thank you very much for watching. We'll release the December guidelines next week. Start following the October guidelines, add the November guidelines, make the most of 2025 and end the year on a fitness high. Thank you, folks.